These massive machines are reshaping industries and pushing the limits of what we think is possible. From towering skyscrapers to cutting-edge technology, these incredible machines are taking things to a whole new level. Join us as we look at 13 of the most powerful, dangerous, and incredible machines that are raising the bar for efficiency. Whether you're a fan of engineering marvels or simply fascinated by the sheer scale of these creations, you won't want to miss this showcase, so subscribe to our channel to stay updated on the latest news. Number 13, Ingenious Titan 950 EPU. You can't talk about massive machines and not start with Ingenious Recycling's colossal shredder. If you've got old, worn-out cars or vehicles that are just taking up space, this beast of a machine can take care of all of them. Ingenious Recycling doesn't mess around when it comes to shredding stuff. They've got this massive shredder that chews up anything you throw at it, whether it's metal, plastic, or anything else. You can toss in hefty chunks and out comes a pile of debris, all ready to be recycled into something new. Ingenious also has different types of shredders. You can go for the heavy-duty class, which offers both electric and diesel versions. These bad boys are equipped with twin-shaft shredders that work like a charm, maximizing efficiency like nobody's business. And get this, installation's a breeze. Plus, maintenance is also a piece of cake. You can easily swap out shafts, refurbish parts, or change shaft types without worrying too much. The Ingenious Titan 950 is all about keeping productivity high and downtime low. You've probably noticed how some machines shake like crazy when they're working. Well, not this one. Thanks to its smart design, the shredding and control units are placed apart, cutting down on vibrations big time. Plus, less dust and dirt flying around means a cleaner workspace for everyone involved. For those extra tough metal pieces, the Titan has got you covered. Their hydraulic side combs automatically kick in when things get rough, ensuring a smooth shredding experience every time. But did you know that over 40 million tons of e-waste are generated worldwide every year? That's where this recycling machine comes in. With the right tools like Ingenious Shredder, we can turn all that waste into valuable resources for a modern circular economy. After salvaging any usable parts, it's shredding time. The machine breaks everything down into different fractions: metals, light metals, plastics, you name it. And those scraps, they're not wasted. They're recycled and used to make shiny new steel and other goodies. Number 12, Ingenious AREX M9300. The classic wrecking ball is still the golden standard of demolition whenever anybody mentions the word. A couple of excavators and some hefty dump trucks were how things used to roll back in the day, but in recent years, demolition has evolved big time. Nowadays, it's not just about tearing stuff down, it's about doing it smart, safe, and with an eye on the environment. That's where Ingenious AG steps in. This company is the master of rapid demolition, tackling mammoth structures like skyscrapers, viaducts, and industrial behemoths. Before they even lift a finger, Ingenious specialists dive deep into planning every angle, every factor, every party involved. They've got it covered, and when it's go time, they bring out the big guns like the M9300. Whether they're working high in the sky or deep underground, Ingenious crew gets the job done. And get this, they're efficient too. With the right coordination, they can clear out massive amounts of concrete faster than you can say demolition. But safety is always the name of the game. Before they start swinging, they scope out any potential asbestos, PCB, you name it, and when they find something, they handle it with care, making sure everything's disposed of properly and safely. So heavy-duty machines have been absolute game changers on mega projects. If you ever hit a snag like contamination, dodgy subsoil, or even a surprise flood, then you can bring in the big guns. That's where the AREX M9300 steps in. This bad boy wasn't just born overnight, it's the brainchild of the brilliant minds over at Ingenious AG. After years of brainstorming and tinkering, they unleashed the AREX onto the scene. Designed to tackle buildings soaring up to 65 meters high, this beast of an excavator is a game changer. Just ask Franz Muri, the demolition maestro at Ingenious AG and the mastermind behind the AREX. He'll tell you, this machine isn't just about raw power, it's about getting the job done fast and efficiently, slashing through time constraints. And it isn't your run-of-the-mill excavator either. It's a whole different breed. Built on a Liebherr base, this machine has been beefed up, reinforced, and re-engineered to handle whatever you throw at it. But it's no walk in the park operating a machine of this caliber. You need nerves of steel and a boatload of experience to handle these massive magnum pincers, because one wrong move and you're in for a world of trouble. But safety's always at the forefront for Auriger. From meticulous maintenance to top-notch operating fluids, they leave no stone unturned when it comes to keeping things running smoothly. And when you're dealing with hydraulic fluid flowing through hundreds of meters of hoses at pressures that could make your head spin, you better believe safety's non-negotiable. As soon as you take the A-Rex out, it's showtime. This excavator can rip through concrete, stone, and solid steel, and when you're facing a project of this scale, a machine failure is the last thing you want. So with this beast on your side, you better believe you're in good hands. Number 11. Herd Equipment Victory HTLU. This is some serious farm gear, and as the tractor Victory HTLU cruises across the fields, towing a beast of a machine that's about to revolutionize the soil, that's exactly what we're dealing with here. This tilling equipment is used to get that soil ready for planting, and this machine does this within a second. The back end of the trailer is armed with wheels that slice through the earth like pizza cutters. These huge blades churn up the soil, getting it prepped and primed for what's to come. But there's more to it than just slicing and dicing. Up front, you've got discs that turn the soil and chop up any leftover debris, while deep ripping tines make sure there's nothing left standing. Then at the back, smoothing discs level everything out and rear wheels pack it all down nice and neat. It's like a one-stop shop for completely transforming your soil. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Unlike your run-of-the-mill tillers, this massive machine uses heavy-duty, maintenance-free oil bath gear transmissions. This means that it can handle even the toughest, most stubborn soil without breaking a sweat. Plus, with adjustable rotor shaft speeds ranging from 158 to 315 RPM, you've got full control over how this machine operates. So it has some serious blade power, with specially hardened blades weighing in at 1,075 grams each. This tiller means business. Underneath that sturdy steel housing, you've got the heart and soul of the operation, the laser-balanced rotor shaft. This can tackle even the toughest soil. Each flange on that rotor shaft is decked out with 6 specially designed blades, shaped like the letter L. These blades are made of hardened boron steel, built to last through whatever you throw at them. The best part is that you can swap them out individually and give them a fresh polish when needed. But that reinforced freewheel transmission is a game changer. When you switch off the PTO, the rotor shaft keeps on turning, but don't worry, that movement won't mess with your tractor. Plus, with a friction clutch on the PTO shaft, your tractor and tiller stay protected, no matter what the soil throws your way. The Victory HTLU has got strong springs mounted on the rear cover of the tiller, ensuring a smooth finish and meeting all the latest safety standards. And when it comes to assembly, Herd Equipment has got you covered. The tiller arrives in one of the sturdy Victory crates, fully assembled and ready to roll. All you've got to do is hook up the 3-point hitch and attach the PTO shaft protector. Easy as pie and takes less than 20 minutes. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just getting started, this tiller's got everything you need to get the job done right. Number 10. Belaz 75710. The Belaz 75710 is one of the leaders in the world of colossal haul trucks manufactured by Belaz in Belarus. This incredible machine is a true titan in the hauling game. The 75710 boasts some serious stats. It's earned the title of being the world's largest haul truck as of 2013, with a whopping payload capacity that'll make your jaw drop. It has a conventional 2-axle setup, but with a twist. The wheels are doubled up, one to each axle. It's a nod to the classic 1950s International Pay Hauler 350, giving this beast the muscle it needs to handle massive loads. And with 2 massive 59/80 R63 tires, it's ready to roll over any terrain. But hold on, there's more. This monster features 4-wheel drive and 4-wheel hydraulic steering, a setup you don't see every day. And check this out, despite its massive size, it's got a surprisingly tight turning radius of about 31 meters. The Belaz 75710 can haul a mind-blowing 450 tons of cargo, and even when it's empty, it still weighs a whopping 360 tons. That's heavier than Belaz's previous largest model, the 7560, by a long shot. And under the hood, you'll find not 1, but 2 MTU 65-liter 16-cylinder diesel engines, each pumping out a jaw-dropping 2,300 horsepower. That's some serious muscle, and with the Siemens MMT 600 drive system, coupled with AC traction motors, this truck can handle any terrain with ease. Despite its massive size and power, it's surprisingly fuel efficient, only taking in 198 grams of fuel per kilowatt hour, and when it's fully loaded, it can hit speeds of up to 64 kilometers per hour, making short work of any haul. With its massive payload capacity, rugged design, and jaw-dropping power, this truck is ready to take on any job, no matter how tough. Number 9. The Fliegel Trimmer. Let's talk about this game changer in the world of landscaping, the mighty hedge trimmer from Germany. But this isn't just an ordinary garden gadget. It features big saw blades mounted on a tractor, ready to tackle any overgrown mess in its path. But how does it work? As the tractor moves along the road, this enormous machine swings into action, slicing through anything in its way with a series of rotating cutting saws. Whether it's tree limbs, shrubs, or other pesky vegetation, this trimmer means business. But what makes it stand out from the rest? Well, for starters, it's a universal solution for having both a left and right attachment. That means you can use it with ease, no matter which side of the road you're working on. Plus, with double-sided mounting, you've got even more flexibility to get the job done right. It has a working speed of up to 8 kilometers per hour, with the ability to tackle branches up to a whopping 280 millimeters in diameter. And with a cutting width of 2100 millimeters, this trimmer covers a whole lot of ground. But here's the best part. Thanks to a distribution of force by V-belt, the saw blades operate quietly, so you can get the job done without disturbing the piece. And with hydraulic drive and 3 special carbide-tipped saw blades, you've got all the power you need to slice through even the toughest branches. With a neat cut for both thick and thin branches, a guard bracket to prevent damage when working close to the ground, and a side boom that folds out to drive along the road edge, this trimmer has it all. But safety's always a top priority. That's why it comes with a lateral counterweight to prevent tipping and a control block with an integrated pressure sensor to prevent blade blockage. Plus, with a tilting device that's infinitely adjustable, you can tackle any angle with ease. Number 8. The Liebherr R9800. This massive hydraulic excavator is dangerous, but also extremely incredible. Named the Liebherr R9800. 9800 mining excavator, it truly pushes things to the extreme. Just take a look at the way it throws around rocks. Crafted by the engineering marvels of Liebherr, this machine is built to take on the toughest challenges possible. If you think that's cool, just know that it's the 5th largest excavator in the world, and it pushes the scales at a whopping 1.6 million pounds. This machine is powered by not 1, but 2 roaring diesel engines, specially crafted to maximize its performance and productivity. The R9800 has some seriously advanced tech. Just check out its electro-hydraulic system. It ensures efficient power transmission, but also has an independent cooling system to keep things running smoothly, plus a closed-loop swing circuit for safe deceleration and reduced fuel consumption. The backhoe attachments are probably the coolest part of the machine. They're the biggest you can find, adding even more firepower to this already impressive machine. Whether you're digging, lifting, or hauling, the R9800 is ready for the job. Number 7. Baytech Block Cutter Excavator. Baytech is known for producing some serious machinery, but their block cutter excavator can literally slice stone and concrete like butter. Baytech's got things covered after they decided to mount a beastly spinning saw onto an excavator boom. This massive saw can slice through concrete and solid foundations and is a sight to behold. But the block cutter excavator isn't just your run-of-the-mill excavating equipment. It's engineered for maximum performance, delivering consistently reliable results day in and day out. Whether you're working above ground in quarries, underground in tunnel construction, or even underwater, this excavator has got the tools you need to get the job done right. They take pride in their craftsmanship, ensuring that every tool meets the highest standards of excellence. With optimal carbide quality, these tools can handle high feed rates, boast long tool lives, and require minimal changeover times, resulting in above-average daily outputs. The Hitachi X8000. This machine was one of Hitachi's most heavy hitters in the industry. The EX8000 excavator was made in Japan and has top-of-the-line engineering. It's powered by not 1, but 2 twin diesel engines, designed with safety and user-friendliness in mind. It's packed with features like fierce engine stop switches, an onboard inclinometer, and an auto lubrication system, making it a dream to operate on those large-scale construction and mining projects. And when you stack up Hitachi's reputation against the competition, it definitely holds its own. Take for example their massive dump trucks. They operate at weights of over 1.1 million pounds. So whether you're digging trenches, hauling dirt, or tearing through rock, the Hitachi EX8000 is ready to tackle any job with ease and efficiency. Number 6. The Marion 6360. Giant power shovels aren't anything new, but we bet you've never seen anything like this. The legendary Marion 6360, also known as the Captain, was built by the Marion Power Shovel Company and completed in 1965. This bad boy was a true behemoth. It ranks among the largest land vehicles ever constructed. Originally put to work by the Southwestern Illinois Coal Corporation, the Captain soon found itself under new ownership when Arch Coal took over. But despite the change in hands, one thing remained constant: its iconic red, white, and blue colors that made it stand out from the crowd. For decades, the Captain served Arch Coal faithfully until tragedy struck on September 9, 1991. A fire broke out in the lower works of the shovel, caused by a burst hydraulic line spraying hot fluids onto an electrical relay panel. The damage was unrepairable and it completely destroyed the machine. A year later, in the very pit it once dug, the Captain met its end and was finally scrapped for parts. But the Captain wasn't alone in its greatness. That's when the Marion 5960M power shovel came in. Also known as the Big Digger, this powerhouse has a 125 cubic yard bucket on a 215-foot long boom and was a force to be reckoned with. Sadly, like its sister shovel, it also met its demise in 1990, marking the end of an era in Kentucky. Number 5. The Bagger 293. This mighty piece of machinery was formerly known as the Montakraft RB293. This bucket wheel excavator, crafted by the German industrial powerhouse Takraft, is a true engineering marvel and is no stranger to breaking records. It holds the title of being the world's tallest vehicle, standing 96 meters tall, and it doesn't stop there. Stretching out at 225 meters long, this massive machine weighs in at a whopping 14,200 tons. But the Bagger 293 isn't just big, it's also incredibly powerful. With an external power source that provides a whopping 16.56 megawatts, this machine can quite literally move mountains. Its massive bucket wheel is over 21.3 meters in diameter and can hold 15 cubic meters in each of its 18 buckets. That's right, 18. But this beast isn't just for show, it's a workhorse, capable of moving 218,000 tons of soil per day. That's more earth-moving power than you could ever need. So whether it's digging deep down into a coal mine or tackling some massive excavation project, the Bagger 293 is going to be overkill. Number 4, the Goliath Crane. These two giants come as a pair and dominate the Belfast skyline. They are called Samson and Goliath and are known as the twin shipbuilding gantry cranes. These massive machines are named after legendary biblical figures and have become icons of Belfast in their own rights. Located in the Harland and Wolff shipyard on the east side of Belfast, Louth, these cranes are the only thing you'll see for miles on the skyline. Built by the German engineering firm Krupp and brought over to Belfast, Goliath rose up first in 1969, followed by Samson in 1974. In terms of height, Goliath clocks in at 96 meters, while Samson is a bit bigger, standing at 106 meters. Each of them spreads for 140 meters and can lift loads of up to 840 tons to a height of 70 meters. Their combined lifting capacity of nearly 1,700 tons makes them one of the strongest pairs of cranes in the world. But before they were even put to work, these cranes were put through their paces and tested up to a mind-boggling 1,000 tons. They passed with flying colors, even bending the gantry downwards by over 30 centimeters. But even though they've long passed their glory days, the cranes have become an essential part of the city's identity and culture. While they may not be technically listed as buildings, they're certainly acknowledged for their architectural and historic impact on the area. Just imagine looking around, and all you'd see is the revamped shipyard rising above to the clouds. The company shut down for goof in 2019, but the legacy of these mighty cranes lives on. Number 3, the Terex Bucyrus RH400. Just take a look at these massive machines because they completely redefined the meaning of heavy-duty excavation. The Terex RH400 was massive in its day, but that was until it was succeeded by the legendary Bucyrus RH400. It took almost 15 years to fully build, and the Terex tipped the scales at a whopping 980 tons. That's right, it can almost be classified as a small mountain. It measures 13.54 meters in length, 9.7 meters in width, and 9.99 meters in height when transported. Now that might seem small, but this excavator is a true giant on the move. It packs a punch with a tear-out force of 2,400 Ken and can dig down to depths of 2.3 meters. It can extend up to 19 meters horizontally, making it perfect for those hard-to-reach spots. Plus, it can scoop up massive amounts of material in no time. But its successor, the Bucyrus RH400, quickly took its spot as a true titan in the world of hydraulic excavators. Originally launched by Terex, it was later bought out by Caterpillar, and then they took the liberty of giving it a makeover like no other. Weighing in at approximately 900 tons, it's far ahead of its sibling in terms of sheer size and power, with an undercarriage width of 8.6 meters and a crawler length of 11 meters. This excavator is a force to be reckoned with. Its shovel can hold a jaw-dropping 45 cubic meters of rock in a single scoop. With an arm crowd force and breakout force reaching up to 3,300 kN, this machine means serious business. Powering this hydraulic giant are two 16-cylinder CAT 3516B diesel engines, churning out a mind-blowing 4,400 HP at 1,800 RPM. That's enough power to tackle even the toughest excavation jobs in a flash. Number 2. Caterpillar 6090FS. The Caterpillar 6090FS is an undisputed heavyweight champ. Its operational weight tips the scales at almost 250,000 pounds. It's like having a small mountain on the move. And when it comes to power, this advanced piece of tech doesn't hold back, holding an almost 4,500 horsepower engine under its hood. Its loading shovel bucket capacity is off the charts, and it can handle some serious loads without breaking a sweat. The Caterpillar FS series of excavators weigh in at a jaw-dropping 1,375,000 pounds. Just imagine pairing up these behemoths at a construction site. Some of the CAT 6090FS's standout features include the automatic rollback limiter. This nifty feature prevents spillage while ensuring maximum bucket capacity. And that's not all. This mammoth machine also delivers impressive boom speed, a reinforced undercarriage, and crawler components built to withstand the toughest conditions, protecting against wear and tear for long-lasting performance. Now, while the Caterpillar 6090FS reigns supreme today, it's worth noting its predecessor, the Bucyrus RH400. This giant held the top spot before passing the torch to the CAT 6090FS, making it the second largest hydraulic excavator in the world. It's a testament to the evolution of these colossal machines over time. Number 1. Big Bertha. With a name like this, you know you should be prepared for some heavy machinery. This colossal tunnel boring machine took on the Alaskan Way Viaduct Replacement Tunnel Project in Seattle, Washington. It's a massive 57.5-foot diameter machine, custom built by Hitachi Zosen Sakai Works in Osaka, Japan, and then assembled right in Seattle back in June 2013. Tunnel boring kicked off on July 30th, 2013, with Bertha slated to wrap up the tunnel by December 2015. But just a few months in, on December 6, 2013, something unexpected happened. About 1,000 feet into the planned 9,270-foot route, Bertha encountered a major roadblock. Initially, it was believed that the blades had taken a hit from an old steel pipe used for groundwater measurement. However, upon further investigation, it turned out that parts of the main bearing seal system were the real culprits, causing the bearing to overheat. Fast forward 2 years, and crews were hard at work digging a recovery pit to access Bertha's cutter head for repair and replacement. Finally, on December 22, 2015, Bertha was back in action, ready to conquer the tunnel once more. But the challenges weren't over yet. In early January 2016, a tethered barge in Elliott Bay caused more damage, leading to a sinkhole near the project site. The governor halted all work on January 14th, prioritizing public safety, but after a brief pause, digging resumed on February 23. Tunnel boring was officially completed on April 4th, 2017. Then in August 2017, the final pieces of Bertha, the mighty tunnel boring machine, were dismantled. The machine was a masterpiece of engineering, made by Hitachi Zosen Sakai Works in Osaka, Japan. This mammoth earth pressure balanced tunnel boring machine was a sight to behold. It had a cutter head diameter of 57.5 feet and a length of 326 feet, weighing a whopping 6,700 short tons. That's all for this video on the most powerful and incredible machines operating on another level. Thanks for watching. Comment on your favorite machines, hit that thumbs up button, and follow for more.